And welcome to another 3, 2, 1. And welcome to our midweek edition of Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. We're going to go out for some previews as the Statesboro Blue Devils. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to our midweek edition of Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to this week. We'll be taking a look and a preview rather at the Georgia Southern Eagles coming off their triple overtime victory at home against Coastal Carolina as they get set for New Mexico State. We'll hear from head coach Chad Lunsford and a few of the players about playing New Mexico State Saturday at 3 o'clock at Paulson. We'll also head over to Southeast Bullock as they have a big game coming up, coming off a bye week. They'll be hosting Benedictine. Bullock Academy looking to rebound from this past Friday's loss at Belleville to Pinewood as they host Trinity. We'll also have some state playoffs from softball from Bullock Academy hosting John Millage. All that and more coming up in just a moment. And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, the Georgia Southern Eagles looking to run their record to 3-1 in Sunbelt play this week as they'll be hosting New Mexico State. Coming off a big win this past week, a triple overtime victory over Coastal Carolina. We had a chance to talk with Coach Chad Lunsford and some of the players about the matchup.
On offense, they're a heavy pass team. They like to throw the ball. They will run it, but they like to spread you out. They try to get you in a situation where it's one-on-one, get the ball in space, make you miss, make big plays. They do like to take shots downfield. We're going to have to be very mindful as a defense that the ball's going to get out quick. It's going to be tough to get pressure on the quarterback, but we need to make sure that we are making it difficult for him. And our DBs and linebackers have to be ready to make sure that we're jumping on our routes, seeing our routes, making sure that we've got that shut down. They can be explosive on offense, and they can be dangerous. Defensively, for us, they've played like a 4-3 hip type defense against us. They've shown a lot of 4-2 also, 2 high safeties. They have shown against the option that they'll bring some corners, blitz the corners. So some of the things that they do schematically can bring problems to our offense. So that we do have to make sure that we're schooled up this week and we're ready assignment-wise. Again, I know their record doesn't show it, but I think Coach does a tremendous job with their team in that they play hard. I know last year, when we left that game, they got up on us 14-3. We had to battle back into that game. We took a decisive lead, but then they continued to fight. They got back into the game. There's no way that we're going to overlook this. We have not played our best football game yet, and we're still searching for that. So we're going to go into this thing full force. We're 0-0. We're going to try to figure out how to go 1-0.
That's extremely high. I think it's just a testament to how tough we are, how resilient we are, how much we believe in each other. I was talking to somebody, I think in class today, and it's like just the margin of victory in college football games is so small. No matter how much you win by, it's just a couple plays inside the game, and that obviously proved true on like a 4th down conversion for a touchdown. It's just game could have went either way, and luckily it went our way. I don't think it really matters that they're winless. I think we're going to prepare just like we prepare any other week, whether we were playing, App or it's New Mexico State. We're going to prepare the same.
Nah, he's going out there and playing, being mentally tough. I know, like I said before, the team goes as I go. And, I just wanted, when my number called to make a play, you got to do that. The O-line did a great job blocking. Mark did an excellent job making those 2 catches in overtime, and they gave us a win.
And stay with us. Coming up next, we'll take a look at some previews from Southeast Bullock and Bullock Academy. Well, we're here at the University Store. Big game this week. Got a game week for Georgia Southern. Plenty of apparel here. Plenty of things for your game day needs. Plenty of different brands. Plenty for your tailgating. Let's get out and take a look at some of the things they have here at the University Store. If it's games you're looking for, the Georgia Southern University Store has plenty for your tailgating fun. You don't have to give up fashion just because of Georgia Southern's clear bag policy. Looking for something for your office or maybe your man cave? The Georgia Southern University Store has you covered. A wide variety of hats and visors for men, women, and youths. Game day gear for junior and pint-sized Eagles. Gus says yes to the Eagles and the University Store. University Store outfitting Eagle Nation for over 6 decades.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
When my dad passed away, we started keeping my mother at home. She was not happy, and we were not happy because she wasn't happy, and so we decided we would check into Willow Pond, and we brought her to Willow Pond, and immediately when she came up here, that visit, the first visit, she fell in love with it, and she was ready to stay. We're so happy that we did for her because she was completely satisfied, and she lived here almost 11 years, between 10 and a half and 11 years, and there's no doubt in my mind that it extended her life, and it made her happy and completely content.
My name is Chandler Dennard, and I'm the Executive Director here at Willow Pond. Come let our family take care of your family.
Join me now, the head coach of the Statesboro Blue Devils, Jeff Kaiser, and coach of the tough loss, another game you guys were in it there till the end. You've got a bye week this week. How is the team dealing with the losses right now against some pretty tough opponents?
Oh, they're doing. Our kids are resilient. I just shared with the team in our team meeting before we get going today that you turn on the tape, and our kids are playing their tails off. They're playing hard. I didn't say we're playing good all the time, but we're playing very hard. Couldn't be much prouder of our defense. Our defense has played exceptionally well this year. It's kind of a catch-22, double-edged sword. You know, the first year, 2 years ago, we stumped defensively and we're averaging 30-plus offensively. Last year we were kind of even keel between the two, and this year we've struggled offensively and we're playing some pretty good defensive ball. But our defense has given us a chance in these games and have all season. So our kids are going to work hard. I think we've overcome and grown out of the immature stage of acting like a baby when we don't get our way, when we face adversity. Our kids are starting to have started and done a good job of fighting through adversity this year.
So you've got a bye week this week, comes at I would think a pretty good time, but in between your 4 region games. You've played Wayne and Ware. Now you've got to get ready for South and New Hampstead to close out the season. Is there anything you do differently in this next 2 weeks to prepare, or is it just getting better at the things you do?
Getting better at the things we do. Make some offensive adjustments to try to help our kids be a little more successful. We don't undergo a wholesale scheme change or anything ridiculous like that. So we just continue to get better. What our kids realize is the remaining 2 regular season opponents on our schedule are the 2 leading teams in 5A football in the state of Georgia in scoring. So it doesn't get any easier. We just keep working, keep playing hard, and control what we can control.
When do you start preparing for next Friday? Do you do that at all this week or not till next week?
Yeah, we started yesterday on Monday, so we'll gauge it how we need to. We don't want to wholesale go out there and work on South Effingham because they've got a game to play this week. There's more preparation to do on the field, on the grass. What we'll do this week is work on Statesboro, work on us getting better.
All right, 2 weeks from now, Statesboro playing South Effingham. Right now, bye week. Hope you'll join us next week when we preview the South Effingham game.
A sports injury can stop you in your tracks. At Optum Orthopedics, our specialized physicians and staff use advanced orthopedic procedures with one specific goal in mind: to get you back to you. If you have a sports injury, request an evaluation. Experience the Optum difference.
This your boy Mo with the flow. Come check out the stove. 15-0, 2 weeks in a row, baby. Stiff arming, high prices. And we're throwing the flag on quality that's low. That's why you need to come see Mo at Floors Out in Statesboro, Georgia. Come check us out at 1267 Northside Drive East in Statesboro, or call us at 912-225-9911. Georgia!
Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care. And join me now, the head coach of the Bullock Academy Gators, Pat Collins. And Coach, you guys are coming off a tough game there to Pinewood. It seemed like, 18-14, you're still in it, 3 minutes and 15 seconds or so left in the ball game. You go for it on fourth down, it doesn't work, and then the wheels kind of fell off after that. Made the score look a little worse than it was.
Yeah, it did. We kind of imploded right there at the end of the football game. We didn't do enough right to win the football game. Credit Pinewood, they did more right than we did, and they won the football game. It's disappointing. We had to play well. We knew we had to play well, and we just had some series of events in the football game that were tough to overcome, and we worked to try to overcome those, and then we would seem to have another series of events that would be tough to overcome. So, that's we've got to just go back to work. That one's in the past. We want to learn from it. We want to look at the mistakes we made, the things that we did to ourselves that we have control over, and we want to go back to practice and prepare for Trinity.
Well, that brings us to this game, and right now you're 1-1 in region play. You still have the chance of being home for a state playoff game. I guess there's a lot still up for you guys, but you've got to take care of Trinity here on Friday night.
That's exactly right, and what we've got to make sure that we do is not to let Pinewood beat us twice, because we can't not prepare well. We can't not go play with emotion and play well. We've got to go out against a Trinity team who's, when you look at their record, has not done as well this year. But I will state these two facts. They have a quarterback that threw for over 2,000 yards last year who is back. And then they have Walker Payne, number 12, who is the 100-meter state champion. So they've got some extreme quickness that we'll have to contend with. We do like our matchups with our line of scrimmage against their front. But again, expect Trinity to come in here and to be excited and play hard. I know Jimmy Fields, who is their coach, and he does an excellent job with their team, and they'll be prepared to play. And you can throw all these records and things out. It's going to be whoever plays the best Friday night when we get together. So we've got to learn from our mistakes from the Pinewood game. we did too many things to ourselves that prevented us from having a victory, and we've got to learn from those mistakes and continue to work hard to get better and minimize things that we do to ourselves.
All right, stay with us. Up next, we'll hear from some of the Gator players.
Ready for fall? Us too at RJ Pope. Get ready to cheer on your favorite team in a new performance polo from Peter Millar, Southern Tide and AFCO. Ladies, we have the best brands and trending fashions. Complete your look with one of our best-selling shoe brands, Soft, On Cloud, and Free People. Shop these brands and so much more at one of our 3 locations, RJ Pope Buckhead, Downtown, and Vidalia.
And joining me now from Bullock Academy's players' perspective, we've got Brandon Hodges and Josh Davis, both off the Gator defensive line. And we'll start with you, Josh. You know, coming off a couple of tough losses against some pretty good teams, how's the team holding up right now?
We're holding up pretty good. You know, obviously we're kind of upset about Friday's loss, but, you know, we're coming back better than ever to come play Trinity.
All right, Brandon, well, last week it was 18-14 until like 3 minutes left and the wheels kind of fell off. How do you feel like the game with Pinewood went?
I mean, it went okay. We definitely have a lot to improve on. We made some mistakes, but we also did some good things. There's always all good things that come out of stuff like that. We have a big region game this week. We just gotta get ready for it and get ready to play.
Now, you can't really let these last 2 losses hurt you because you know right now you've still got a home playoff game possibility and you've got Trinity, but you've got to beat them in order to keep that going.
Oh, yeah, I expect Trinity to give us a good physical game this Friday coming up in this region game. We're all going to be fighting for that region play.
You've seen Trinity a couple times in the past. What kind of game do you expect out of them on Friday, Brandon?
They've known for good skill players. They always have a good quarterback, good receivers, good running backs. They might not be as physical as Pinewood or John Millage, but they also make up for it as far as their quickness and speed.
All right, 7:30, Gator Alley, Bullock Academy hosting Trinity. Get out and support the Gators.
Tanya's mother told her she'd find the perfect bedroom at Badcock Home Furniture and More. And she was right. Again.
Pick a pumpkin and save up to 25% at Badcock Home Furniture and More. That's extra savings on sweet deals, like this reclining sofa for just $5.98 or this 5-piece bedroom set for only $4.98. It's easy with your style, our credit. Pick your pumpkin and save at Badcock Home Furniture and More.
This portion of the Southeast Bullock Coaches Show is brought to you by Crazy Nick's Inflatables. We'd love to be a part of your birthday parties, church and Sunday school functions, school event, community event, company events, or just entertainment for a small family gathering. Whatever your event, they can provide the fun. Serving Bullock, Effingham, Bryan, and surrounding counties, delivery, setup, and breakdown are all included in the pricing. For more information, call 912-690-5972 or visit them online at crazynicksinflatables.com. And join me now, the head coach of the Southeast Bullock Yellow Jackets, Barrett Davis. And Coach, you've had an extra week off. I guess it's probably coming in a pretty good time for you guys.
Yeah, we needed some time to rest up, and it gives us an extra week to try and prepare for Benedictine, who's tied for first in the region. So it just gave us a few days to be able to rest and be able to kind of work on things that we need to work on and kind of focus on ourselves versus doing a whole lot of game planning. We did a little bit of game planning for this Friday last week, but I mean, we wanted to try and focus on ourselves, just better at tackling, better at executing drives, just little things that really matter. So.
What kind of things have you guys been going over? What kind of things do you feel pretty good about, and which ones have you been concerned about?
Well, I mean, we've got to get better with our passing game and our passing concepts, and just being able to get reads and being able to get the ball to them, being able to catch it and finish drives too. Against Jenkins last week and against some decent defenses we played this season, we've been able to get 3 or 4 first downs, and then we just don't execute or don't finish the drive, which we can't get in the end zone. So just trying to harp on the little things. All the blocking up front matters. Blocking from running backs matter. Catching the ball matters. Just all the little things, and being able to get off the field on trying to get a 3 and out on defense. Just little things like that, and just wrapping up and tackling is the main thing defensively. We've been there. We've been in good spots most of the game, but we just don't finish drives. We don't get off the field when we need to. So those are just little things we've been practicing on.
All right, well, you've got Benedictine coming up this Friday. You know it's going to be a tough game. You do get it at home, which is good, and you still have a lot of your goals are still there for you.
Yep, I mean Benedictine's just a real sound football team. I don't think they have all the playmakers that they had last year where they could just take control over a game, but they just have a bunch of good players who execute well for 4 quarters. So. We're going to have to go out and we're going to have to play 4 quarters and be able to play our brand of football, which we have flashes of. We just don't, do it for the whole game. So, hopefully we can go out. We're at home. Hopefully that'll help. And but all our goals are still attainable for the rest of the season. So.
All right, 7:30 at Fred Shaver Field. Stay with us. Up next, we'll hear from some of the Jacket players. The Southeast Bullet Coaches Show segment is brought to you in part thanks to Southeast Tire and Service. Southeast Tire and Service has been in business for 13 years, offering extensive vehicle repair and service from bumper to bumper. Come have a cup of coffee with us and let us help you with your car needs. Located at 400 Parker Avenue in Brooklyn. And join me now a couple of the Southeast Bullet players. We've got Ben Proctor and we've got Mitchell Waters. Mitchell, we'll begin with you and your thoughts on how you guys stand right now. It seems like a lot of your goals are still attainable.
Yeah, obviously we didn't get what we wanted a couple weeks ago, but the goals still stay the same, and I think we're still able to achieve what we want, still able to make the playoffs. So.
All right. Well, Ben, you've had a couple of weeks. It seems like that will give you some time to work on some things you guys have maybe struggled a little bit with.
Yes, sir. I think we're going to be trying to get more players playing our brand of football and staying with what we want to do rather than being more of an adaptable team going up with doing what the other team wants us to do. We're going to be trying to play more our brand of football.
All right. Well, Mitchell, you got Benedictine coming up, and typically they've been the cream of the crop since they've been into this region, but it seems like you might have a good chance against them. They don't seem quite as explosive as they've been in the past.
They're obviously a good team, and but yeah, I agree with what you're saying. They have athletes and they play hard, but I think we definitely have a better chance this year to get after them and hit them off the rip.
Ben, what do you feel like you have to do against Benedictine to pull out a victory Friday?
I think with Benedictine, they're going to come out extremely confident given how we played against them in the past. So I think if we come out early, catch them off guard a couple times, have some big plays, explosive plays, play explosive, we'll be able to get that and maintain it throughout the game.
All right, 7:30, Fred Shaver Field. Get out there and support the Yellow Jackets.
We place our trust in a lot of things every day. We trust that the red light will turn green, that our kids will wake us up too early on the weekends, and that our roof will keep us dry when the storm comes rolling through. But there's nothing more trustworthy than the rising sun. For over 50 years, Lee Hill and Johnston has ensured the trust of thousands across the Southeast. Like the faithfulness of the rising sun, you can rest assured that we have your trust insured.
And it's now time for Jen's Pick 6, brought to you as always by
Leon Johnson.
All right, last week Jennifer with a good week of 3-3. Josh was 2-4.
What is happening here, guys? My fans, y'all came through for me because we talked last week and you said, "Hey, let's do this." Well, I actually followed y'all's steps, so y'all are helping me. That's a good sign.
Thanks to your help, your guest picker.
My help, yes, my helper.
Christopher Lane, right?
Christopher Lane, yes.
All right, well, let's start off. We got Georgia Southern, and they're giving 14 points to New Mexico State. They won an exciting one last week, Jennifer.
You know what? Okay, so, Josh, the first thing is first. Georgia Southern, I guess they're playing away.
Home.
They're home this week.
Come on now.
I got to follow the program.
Let's go, Jennifer. You did do some research.
I did a lot of research. Anyway, I'm taking Georgia Southern minus 14 points, but I believe they'll score 30.
Yeah.
Georgia Southern 30.
And New Mexico scores 7.
0.
0. All right, that'll be even better.
But Coach Lunsford, take your team out there, focus on them, and get that going.
All right, next up, we got Georgia State giving 1 to Troy. Should be a good game in the Sun Belt. Got to put a Sun Belt game.
There is no way for a stinking 1 point, minus 1 point.
Yeah.
It should have been minus 24, Josh. I
Oh.
mean, literally.
So you think Troy's
But
going to kill him?
I think Troy's going to go in there. And now let's just remind all the fans
Yeah.
out there who's watching, who is Troy's head coach?
Troy's head coach? I'm really not sure, Jennifer. The name escapes me right now. But Troy's been pretty good.
Wasn't it Coach Munkin, if I was thinking
Army.
right? Army. He was Army.
And we're coming up to another service academy.
Let's just go with
You got
taking Troy.
We both got Troy. All right, so we got Navy. That's where Paul Johnson used to
Yeah.
be with Jeff Munkin.
Yeah.
And then they both went to Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Navy is giving 3 points to Tulane, who's coached by Willie.
Fritz.
There you go. Who was at Georgia Southern?
Okay.
Who do you like in this one, Jennifer?
Navy had, okay, just to let y'all know, Navy had minus 3 points.
Yeah, they're giving 3.
So, and then I was like, okay, what do I do? But really, Willie Fritz, my
So
friend.
he's your friend now.
My friend, Tulane, you gotta go all the way.
So far, we're going 3 in a row. The same, Jennifer. All right, I'm taking Tulane also. Ohio State is giving 14. They have Justin Fields at quarterback, who used to be at, do you know that one? Georgia.
Georgia Bulldogs.
All right.
I actually met him a long time ago.
There you did.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, they're not playing too good. Who you like in this one?
Okay, so Ohio State for minus the 14 points, Josh.
You're taking them?
You know, I'm taking them because, let me tell you the reason. The player that I met a long time ago was on that team.
There you go. That's a good
And
reason.
I love him because I actually watched him not too long ago.
Yeah.
On something. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm taking Wisconsin for some
Ohio
reason.
State. Come on.
LSU giving 12 points to Auburn. Jennifer.
What is this
Big
deal?
game.
What is this deal?
Big SEC matchup.
Josh is putting teams on the paper. Guys, I'm letting y'all know because I'm talking to the camera. But my fans have asked me every single week,
To take.
what do you think you're going to do? I don't know until he adds it all up. But I'm taking LSU for 12 points, minus 12.
All right.
Minus 12.
I think Auburn finds a way.
Sorry, Auburn, you stink.
All right. I think they're going to
Go
be
down.
keep it close enough. Last game on here. We got Michigan and Notre Dame. It's usually a big game here. Michigan's giving 1 point. Only one.
Only one. Can we take that away and make it, maybe
0.
Maybe 4.
4? You think they're going to win by 4?
If Michigan can go out there and beat Notre Dame, a lot of times I had done my research on this one, and Notre Dame, it looks like they had just stinking.
Well, they lost.
They haven't, since I've been watching the football games, Notre Dame hasn't won one game.
All right.
Not one. So I'm picking Michigan all the way.
I think Notre Dame finally wins a game that you watch. It's this week. All right. That'll wrap things up. For Lee Helen Johnson, we thank you for joining us. For Jennifer Hirsch, I'm Josh Aubrey. We'll see you next week.